So maybe it's 4 videos. Well, in the last video, we discussed the upselling and the process of upselling the ZoomFlex High Performance Sealer Additive. In this video, it is a continued role play type situation, and I'm going to show you how to upsell the LMAX traffic paint. That is the High Performance Prostrike LMAX traffic paint. We're going to use the same brochure that we had a moment ago because you have the ZoomFlex on one side and you have the Prostrike LMAX on the other. So we're going to continue to use that and we'll get started. So let's go into role play for a moment. Just before we do, I want you to see this sample. This is a sample that comes with each packet and we can provide extras as needed. Basically, it's a sample of the LMAX traffic paint, and you can see how flexible and pliable and cohesive it is. It is an incredible piece to use when you are talking with your customer, and you can hand this to them, as I will demonstrate, for them to play with while you talk. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. All right, we've made a decision on the ZoomFlex High Performance Sealer Additive. All right, the last thing I want to show you here is a high performance traffic paint. First of all, just understand why we use traffic paint. Why do we put markings on the road, and why do we put them in the parking lot, and why are they so important in a parking lot? Well, they're important because they provide a visual guidance through your parking lot for which direction to go and what direction not to go. It regulates the traffic. You know, where can they stop, where can't they stop, where can they park, where can't they park. But the most important part about pavement markings in a parking lot is that they provide safety for this commingling of drivers, motorists, and pedestrians. There's no other place that there is so much of this commingling between drivers and pedestrians, and so safety is a huge purpose for a pavement marking. Now understand that, of course, if that pavement marking isn't seen, then it provides no safety and basically has no use. The Prostrike LMAX paint is a high-performance, high-solid, fast-drying, waterborne traffic paint. Now, what it's going to do, it's going to provide a longer service life, and it's going to increase the safety of both your motorists and your pedestrians by being so. Now understand that, as it says here, it meets the federal specification. The newest one is 1952E Type 2, and basically what that is what that means to you is that it can be used on airports and airport runways, airport parking areas, and also on federal roadways, which means that it meets a specific specification, and actually it exceeds that specification. So the next thing is that it contains an extraordinary dry accelerator. Now, what does that mean to you? Well, that means that we can open it sooner, similar to the ZoomFlex discussion. We can open it up to traffic sooner. There can be less interruption to your businesses within the center, and it's less opportunity for there to be damage because of inadvertent traffic or washout. In fact, Prostrike LMAX paint, when applied in standard conditions, will dry to no tracking in less than 190 seconds. So there's no coning off areas and trying to keep traffic off of them, or foot traffic off of them, vehicular traffic, for 30 minutes to hours at a time. The paint dries very quickly and reduces any chance of that paint tracking across the parking lot and so forth. Next is that it has a hybrid resin. Now, what's the hybrid resin all about? Basically, different resins provide different benefits. Some resins provide more flexibility, some more adhesiveness, some provide a harder surface, so there's less tracking of dirt and so forth on top of it. What we've done is we've taken these resins, and we've combined them, creating this hybrid resin. And what it does is it produces a paint that's going to adhere better, that's going to be more flexible, and it's going to be more track resistant. A lot of lines get very dirty, especially when you put white paint on a parking lot. the lines will get very dirty, and this paint helps resist that dirt from tracking upon it. It also has a hardened silica in it, as it says here. Now this hardened silica blend, what it does is they've taken out some of the filler out of the paint and they put in this hardened silica, and what it does is it's going to improve the wearability of the paint. It's going to wear longer because it's harder. With the hybrid resin combined with the hardened silica, those two components have some incredible UV inhibitors. And so what that means is that your Prostrike LMAX high performance paint, it's going to hold, it's going to control the color and retain the color much longer. So your bright white is going to be bright initially and through its life cycle. It also means that if it's brighter, it's more visible, and it results in safer day and night operations of your parking lot. Now, the paint is also environmentally friendly. It has low VOCs, that's volatile organic compounds, the stuff that goes in the air as the paint dries. It has no lead, so it's very safe for the environment, and of course it's waterborne. There's no fuels or petroleums in it or anything of that sort. Now, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to go out of role play for just a moment, and I'm going to talk about, real quick, that the cost of upgrading to Prostrike LMAX is 15 cents a stall, approximately 15 cents a stall, and that means that in 100 stalls it's going to cost you about $15 more to use Prostrike LMAX high performance traffic paint than it would be for a standard waterborne traffic paint like Prostrike Plus that we sell. So it's going to cost you about $15 more for 100 stalls. This is a big profit generator. Great opportunity here. There's no additional cost, there's no additional equipment, no additional time, no additional labor. The only cost is going to be, in this case, that $15. Now when they ask you, well, I like that idea, how much more is it? Well, the floor is yours. You can, or the ceiling is yours. You can go as high as you want, as high as you think that customer would take. But let's say you say, well, to do all of your stalls, it's going to cost, all 100 of your stalls, it's going to cost you an additional $300. You've just stuck $285 directly in your pocket. Profit that you did not have when you got the project. Great opportunity. This is probably the best upgradable opportunity. Maybe not the best upgrade, because I tell you, the Zoom Flex will certainly make that sealer last longer. So anyhow, you have your traffic paint, you put $285 more in your pocket, and not only that, but like the Zoom Flex, you're going to get more referrals because they're going to be happier about it, and you're going to get the future work likely because they're so happy with it. Future work both on that property and from that property manager. The last thing on Prostrike LMAX I do want to talk about is it is a very durable paint. And you know, I've had a couple customers that said, hey, I really don't want a paint that is that durable. I want to be able to come back and restripe it every year. I want it to wear out. And that's great. I understand that process, and I understand the purpose and so forth. But here's the thought. The thought is, and this is the question I usually ask them, do you have a contract for the next restripe? And I've never heard the answer yes. So the answer is generally no. I do not have a contract for the restripe. So it's going back out to bid when it comes up again. Yeah, yes, okay. So here's the deal. Get the money when you can. Get the profit when you can. Don't depend on next year or the next striping or the next manager or the next property owner or any of that. Don't depend on them coming to you to have you stripe their parking lot a year from now. Get the profit while you can. Upsell them to the LMAX, get the extra $285 in your pocket or whatever that might be, and what's going to happen is that next year, when that paint has held up for a year and a half or 50% longer or whatever it might be, they're probably going to come to you and have you restripe it. So it's a win-win situation for you by using a better paint. Well, that's about it. I hope that that this time that we've spent on providing this video to you, and the time that you've spent viewing the video has been helpful to you, and in the end will meet our expectations and put more profit in your pocket. And I hope that it'll eventually trickle down and put more profit in our pockets as well. So thank you for your time and your attention, and good luck out there. By the way, a couple things. If you do not have a tools packet, please contact us. We'll be glad to send you one. You can contact us by phone at 888-717-7771, 888-717-7771. Or you can go to our website. Our website is pppcatalog.com. That's pppcatalog.com. And view our website. You can request from there as well. You can request a tools to increase your profitable revenue. We, as I said, call it our tools packet. And also be aware that we will be adding to this as time goes by. The next item we'll probably be putting in there is a pavement evaluation worksheet that you can give your estimators things to look for, opportunities such as are there detectable warnings on the ramps? Is there a speed problem that you could add speed cushions to? But mostly it'll have things about looking for certain types of cracks, potholes, worn out wheel stops, and so forth. So we think that that's going to be a great addition to our packet, and we hope to hear from you in the future. Any of these items that you would like more of, just contact our office, especially the seal coating your parking lot, protecting your investment. Great brochure, and of course the signed brochures, we can help you get those as well. Have a great day, and thank you very much. Blessings to you.